to the 10th episode of the Trailer Park.
10!
Yep.
Yay! 5 plus 5, 10. All right.
Tonight we're going to be talking about the trailer for Hitman Agent 47.
Which was recommended to us by YouTuber Harley Casper, who's been avidly following our videos for a while, so thank you for your dedication. Thank you for
the recommendation.
Yeah. It's a lot of Asians there.
I know, this is the second episode in a row based on a recommendation, so keep them coming.
Yeah. Okay, so Hitman Agent 47.
We have not seen the previous movie or played the games.
Never played any of the Hitman
so
games. Please don't attack us.
Yeah. We're looking at this trailer purely from the perspective of we just watched the trailer and we have no background input. And it looks like a pretty awesome movie.
It does. There's a lot of really cool stylization of colors and costumes and obviously this ridiculous action.
Yeah.
Like the whole trailer, there's like, you got the opening scene where they start playing Voodoo Child, which is a really interesting cover, and it was an interesting choice for the video. It might have something to do with the character in the Hitman series. I don't know, saying Voodoo Child, because he's like an engineered assassin. But I love that shot of him, like his head coming up. You see the barcode with the numbers, and you see it says 47 at the end. And I've just got to say, that guy, the back of his head is so symmetrical. I was like tripping out. You see that like little like bone or whatever popping out of the back, and it's like you could just clean, cut in half. It's beautiful. So that was a really dynamic and interesting and very different introduction to a movie trailer that I've seen in a while.
I know that the red tie is signature of the character, and obviously they've kept that, but I mean, it just looks so good.
I know. The one shot where you see his coat open up, and it's just like red. I honestly think it might have been a CG red. Either
it's
that,
just so like blood red.
Yeah, and it's so solid. There was no shading on it. There's no shadow. It's just like a block of red. It was beautiful.
This movie's got some pretty awesome special effects.
For sure.
A couple of the action sequences.
Everything involving aircraft. You see him rip the propeller off of this plane and smash this guy in the back of the head with it. You see him shoot a window that suctions out a whole squad. Yeah,
there's like some
like
turbine in there.
It's
like a window breaking in space almost. Just
I know, it was insane.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the trailer,
the helicopter.
Oh.
I mean, that scene, you see the helicopter crash through the window, and like you're like, wow, that's cool, and like the blade spinning, it's chopping stuff up. But then it just keeps going.
It never stops.
And the thing's just crashing through, just destroying everything. You're like, oh my god.
And that was the one thing that you were talking about at the end of it, is like every other action movie where you see a helicopter smash into a building.
It just kind of crashes and stops.
Yeah.
Or it hits the ground and slides, and maybe the blade breaks. But, I mean, this one seemed probably pretty realistic of what I would imagine. Because, I mean, who knows how fast the thing's
for sure
spinning, but it's immensely fast. And I mean, it just came in the window and it's just hitting the desk, and a piece flies off, and then a couple seconds later another piece flies off.
Yeah, and it just keeps
pushing through. And the tail snaps around.
I felt tense watching it because I'm like, I know it's CG. The actors did not have an actual helicopter coming in at them like that. But just like the thought of being in an enclosed space with a helicopter that's still moving and its blades are still spinning, just closing in.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was crazy.
So speaking of actors, Zachary Quinto is going to be in this movie.
Other than him, I did not recognize anyone.
I did not recognize anyone either, but it still looks like a pretty good cast.
Yeah, just the little thumbnail on my phone where you just see Agent 47's head. Look kind of like Orlando Bloom. They have a similar cheekbone.
It's the jawline,
the slimness, yeah. So that I don't know the guy. I mean, I'll have to IMDb him, see if there's anything else that we've seen he's been in. We just didn't notice.
Yeah. He's got a good, just serious face though.
For sure.
You know, just cool, calm, collected, but you're like, that's intimidating.
So there hasn't been a Hitman movie since 2007. That was it's called Hitman with Timothy Olyphant, which I never saw. We did a little bit of research before this because I knew there had been a movie, I just didn't know what it was.
And then there was a game in 2012.
Hitman Absolution. So it's been a while since the character has been relevant. I mean, that 2012, that was 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
So I have to say, just by seeing like the pictures of Timothy Olyphant as the same character in the past movie and seeing obviously the renders for the older games and whatnot, this actor looks a little bit younger. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's going to be like if we're going to see origin of of this character, or if it's just
A remake.
yeah. Like I
don't
also got kind of a Terminator vibe from it with Zachary Quinto taking this girl. We need you to help us stop this killer who's been engineered to
By
kill
your father.
Yeah.
Who no one knows where he is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many action film stereotypes in it, but I don't know. It was an exciting trailer.
Yeah. I mean, they grappling hook a car
Oh my god!
and rappel down.
And as they're coming down, he's like ping ping.
he just gets out of the
just
car.
shooting them.
He can like mentally slow down time.
Yeah, it's
Like his genetic engineering super
the whole
eyes.
shot with the sniper rifle being kicked up on the table, and then
and
it
he's
shoots
like,
his handcuffs
He's like, oh, I'm gonna
off.
dodge the bullet and perfectly line up the chain so it goes through and sets me free.
Yeah, it's just. And can you imagine like the strength and the grip you'd have to have on that handcuff not to have your arm still torn from the force of the bullet passing through that?
I mean, he has the
Oh my
tension
God.
so perfectly. It's like a clean, perfect break, and he's just like, cool.
I feel like it's going to be a very stylized action film, especially in that character's physicality and the crazy stunts he's going to try and pull off. I mean, there's so many big things blowing up and so many people getting shot. I don't know. Do you think that when we're watching the movie, it's going to feel like we're watching a video game because it is based on a video game character storyline, or do you feel like it's just going to feel like another action movie?
I mean, maybe you'll get some of that video game aspect because it's probably going to be heavily computer generated for the effects and things, and so, you know, when things are computer generated, you kind of get that cross between reality and video game. I mean, I think just the action alone, you know, and there's some story development. Obviously, they're trying, for whatever reason, he's rogue, or he's just doing what he was created to do.
Well, I mean, they're assassins, and people don't usually know who assassins are. I couldn't tell you an assassin if oh, so-and-so, he's like the best assassin ever. He's legendary. So, I mean, maybe it's a situation where he just happened to get caught. We're out of time. We're not going to talk anymore. You guys let us know what you think in the comments below. If anyone else has a trailer, be it video game, movie, television show, what have you, that you want us to talk about, leave that in the comments as well.
Also, the neighbor's dog. But also, do you think we should watch the old movie? Play the old games? Is it worth it?
We don't know.
I
We've
don't know.
never played these games.
So,
We've seen these movies.
if you've done it before and if you recommend it, let us know and maybe we'll try it out.
Alrighty.
Maybe we'll do a first impressions on the game.
For show.
So, alright, till next time.
Enjoyed watching. Real quick, before we're gone, we just got to say that we've got some more originals coming out on our other channel, Nerd Herders, which is where this all came from. So we're going to have a link
new
to
videos.
Nerf Warfare right here, and a game of cards right here. And then we're going to have a third link to yet another awesome
podcast by Mark Medina and the dudes over at Blank Space Entertainment.
Right here in between us, as per usual. So, again, hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you all later.